Hey, what's up, guys? This is gonna be Just Think number 7.
Welcome back to the cast.
How's that tea?
We're good. That's all I gotta say. Instantly came off as high.
We're just a little mentally not quite there.
What? Why are you looking at me like that, huh?
You're just odd. You're supposed to be the brains. I rewatched like an old video we did, like back when we were like young, and I sounded like I was from New York, like I was a mob guy. And then you're like, "That's not your real voice." And stuff like that. Yeah, that's the thing. You should. I said it's in the ideas. But you should watch it sometime. It's funny as fuck.
Was it the brotherly love one?
No, the Kindred Conrads. We had like a channel that we were gonna do, and then we
What
never
did we
ended up
even
doing
record
it.
it on it? Like, what did we upload anything on it?
Just the trailer. That was it. The trailer, and then I decided I didn't want to because I was afraid of like somebody finding it. Was the real reason why, and I just acted weird about it. But it could have done well. I feel like because of the dynamic. If the dynamic would have stayed the way that it was in the trailer, it could have done well.
Yeah, for sure.
It was kind of. I found it funny. I was like, "Fuck!" I was a better entertainer back then than I am now. Seriously, just because of the weird voice and like, it's just a weird concept. Like a Nebraska kid sounding like a fucking New Yorker. Like mob guy.
How do you even sound like a New Yorker? Do a New Yorker in action.
I can't do it now. I don't know how I did it.
Do it.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
You want to hear the actual video? I'm just gonna play the sound, but it'll be better. Talk, peasant. While I find this.
What is there to talk about?
Whatever's been thrown you through your mind.
Well, I guess that at school today, in the 6th period class of mine, I have Spanish, which I'm so glad that I'm almost done with high school. I hate high school. I hate everything about it. And I never claimed that normal. I've never claimed that before, and I know that I'm a weirdo. However, this doesn't give them the right to annoy me. So in my Spanish class, there's a girl that sits behind me, and then 2 other guys, one gay black guy, and then another tall white guy that draws well, but sounds brain dead.
Yeah.
It's really retarded sounding.
For sure.
And they passed me, like, this girl taps on my shoulder, passes me this little folded piece of paper, and I asked, "Is this a note?" And she said, "Yeah." So I looked her dead in the eye, and I just threw it back on her table. And I was like, "Yeah." And I turned around. I didn't say anything else other than that.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what if it was a love letter?
No, I don't think so.
To me, more...
Because right after, like a minute or two after, I heard the gay guy go, "I wouldn't have done that for you." And she's like, "Why not? I thought you didn't care." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't care, but he would have taken it seriously."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was something that was directed.
That's weird.
Yeah, and
Why did I never have that happen to me? Because I was a weird fucking kid, too. Why did nobody ever bully me? I feel like I'm missing an experience in life. I was never bullied. Why did nobody ever bully me?
I don't even consider it bullying because they don't actually say anything substantial.
Well, that's what's considered bullying. Now, nobody fucked with me when I was a fucking high schooler.
Well, yeah, me too. But up until like the end, up until last year, primarily because I think of this new sophomores and the new freshmen.
Oh, okay.
Because they just don't have as much of a filter and they're not scared of anyone.
Hmm.
Like, I think the reason why I haven't been bullied up until last year, really, bullied, it's not really bullying, I just get sensitive over just stupid shit, but, I think the reason why is because I was, people thought I would fuck them up.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure, it might have been the same thing for me, because I was like, maybe I had a school shooter vibe or something, I'm not sure, because I'm a white kid and I'm short. So it's like school shooter. But I'm not that
quiet.
Ugly, so.
You're quiet.
Just quiet, basically.
Yeah, I was just quiet too. I mean, yeah. It's just my main point being with that is just leave me the fuck alone. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care if you're making a joke. It's annoying. It's not funny. It's stupid. Actually get comical content, then I'll listen.
Yeah.
Actually fucking get informed, and then try to be funny then.
I don't know. I get it. I get why people do it. That's what I do. I'm just like, literally, I'm an internet bully to some extent. That's what I'm going to do for a living.
I mean, Sneeko is, so.
Exactly. It works.
Yeah.
So I'm not the smartest guy. I don't really aspire to be the smartest sounding person.
Expired.
Or know the most. What? Aspire.
Oh, you sounded like expired.
Expiry. Yeah.
I expired to be this.
Yeah, I do want to hear the fucking, like, the voice, though.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Kendrick Conrad's here.
That's not your real voice.
Yeah, that's my comment. This is how I...
That's your Conrad voice.
This is how I fucking do this shit.
Okay, just keep
Just
going.
tell me
Sounded
the
drunk.
way it is.
Keep going, keep going.
That's what this is supposed to be.
You sound drunk.
I'm gonna have to cut the fuck out of this bitch. No, I feel like I sound like a New Yorker. Like, I sound like a mob guy, almost, in parts of it. It was weird. I don't even know where the fuck that... Like,
In the part that
my
you
voice
just
sounds
showed me.
completely different.
The part you just had me listen to, I don't agree with one bit.
No.
You just sounded drunk.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you were slurring your words. New Yorkers don't slur their words.
This is how I fucking do this shit.
Okay.
Not really.
That's okay. That was a weird voice. I don't think it's New Yorker or mob
Conrad's
boss.
here. Today we're gonna be fucking... Wait, what are we doing again? I don't fucking know.
We're going to
introduction.
trailer.
This is the introduction to this channel. That's what
This
this is
is the
supposed to
trailer.
be. It's so unfucking... Cut the fuck out of this bitch. I think it's a borderline New Yorker, though. In my opinion.
I don't agree.
Yeah, whatever. Agree to
What do
disagree.
you all think? Comment down below, and if you think,
I think it's borderline in New Yorker.
we'll
Not
link
quite.
we'll link the video down in the description so you guys can watch it for yourselves, and voila.
I think that could have done well, though. You should watch the whole thing later.
Yeah, I will.
It's like 4 minutes.
We should
or
link it in
something.
the description.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I think so. What if it gets like 1 million views?
That'd be weird.
Eventually.
Weird. I mean, it might.
Yeah.
I did a fucking reaction to it. It's,
Oh, you did?
I think the dynamic was good. That's why I think it could have been good.
Oh, gotcha.
Fuck, I'm not centered, bro.
I didn't pronounce ours right at all.
It was funny. And part of it, you're like, I'm the brains. And then...
Yeah, and then I can't pronounce shit. Yeah.
When, it was so unorganized and just, like, had a horrible structure to it.
Yeah, we didn't
It was
write a
funny
script,
as
I don't
fuck.
think.
No, I don't think so.
No,
we just talked about it all night. And it was like 4 a.m. when we did that.
Oh, yeah. We talked about it all night, and then at 4 in the morning we did it for like an hour or two. Probably.
Oh, we did?
I feel like
Maybe.
we edited some parts out.
I kind of forget what the... I don't think so. It did
Maybe
not
we
look
just
edited
did
at all.
multiple takes until we got the right one. Or the right one, but...
Maybe. Yeah, it could be. I don't even think we had software to edit shit in back then.
Huh.
Or we might have. I don't know. We didn't edit it at
Well,
all
it
because
could
there's a
have
part
been-
where like we'll just edit that out and then we
Could have
never
been
did.
just Movie Maker. It was probably just Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, but we made no cuts in that video at all.
Oh, shit.
Like not a single one.
That's pretty funny.
But I don't know. I thought it was a good dynamic. That's why I think it could have been entertaining.
Yeah, for
Just because of the dynamic we had back then was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. That would've
Without us even trying to. Like I don't think the point was for it to be funny, but it was in my opinion a little bit.
been... Yeah, no, I agree. Certainly.
Yeah. It's interesting though, like remember last night when I showed you that video of like that guy like asking Gen Z people like simple questions, name 3 countries
Yeah.
other than the United States, and like they weren't able to answer, and then like that one girl, what's 3 times 3 times 3? And then everybody's like 36. It's just like how the
Except
fuck
one person that said 12, and I think the logic was 3 is 9, and then 3 plus 9 is 12. I think that was the logic there, and she just forgot to multiply the last one.
yeah, I think so.
But that was only once, yeah, like 3 other people said 36.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. It's just like this. These are the people who are going to run the world eventually in America, and like I don't know how the hell we're gonna survive. It's like idiocracy.
Yeah.
If
it
technology
really is.
if everything stays the same way it is now, and people are just zombies scrolling through TikTok and shorts,
I mean,
it's gonna be idiocracy.
I think it's going to get worse, primarily because of AI.
Yeah, it might.
In a certain way, because AI will provide us with much more technology and a lot more creature comforts, and eventually we'll have AI working on social media in general.
Oh, what do you mean? Like just as like creators, you think?
Not as creators necessarily, but the social platform itself, like the algorithm.
Oh, will be determined by AI. Well, I mean, TikTok's already kind of determined by
Yeah,
AI. It's-
TikTok is.
I mean,
for
of
sure.
course, it's more primitive
But-
AI, but
But once AI gets good enough, it might be just the fucking app designers.
yeah,
Eventually,
yeah, no,
might
it will
get to
be.
that point,
It,
yeah.
it certainly will be.
Yeah.
And AI already writes code and shit. I mean, it only makes sense
Oh yeah,
for
no.
them to. They're
I
literally machines.
I mean, okay, the AI, at least with the knowledge I know about the OpenAI company with the GPT,
Yeah.
GPT. Yep. Okay. Anyway, as far as I know, and he was the CEO was talking about, because Joe Rogan, the CEO of that, actually talked together. Or
Oh.
no, not the CEO, but it was like a coder, and he's
Oh, Lex Friedman.
yeah,
He's like a nerdy looking guy, and he
Yeah.
sounds like a robot.
a little bit, and he has your hairstyle.
Yo, I like Lex. He's cool.
No, I like him too. He's funny, but
He's a jujitsu
He was-
black belt.
he was pretty much saying, really.
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know how I felt about
I mean,
that.
smart people like jujitsu because it's really it's
Technical or
it's really technical.
gotcha, but that the AI is only as good as all the information we have right now, so it can produce like all of this great writing and whatnot, but only off the information that's accessible to what they've given it and the internet. Probably, I don't know if they've connected to the internet or
I don't think it's not everything. It's just like it's a lot of data sets basically is what you're saying.
yeah, okay. But yeah, so all the data that's given it. So AI doesn't necessarily have the capability of being creative yet,
No.
but it's going to soon.
Yeah.
It's going to be able to create unique thoughts, just like never thought before,
Yeah.
never said before.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be weird when that happens.
Yeah.
I just hate the idea of AI. It's like most people, it is creepy. It's just gonna make the world. It's just gonna make the human experience worse because we're already kind of like disconnected from our roots
Yeah.
as being like primitive hunters and gatherers, and we're not gonna know what the fuck to do at all. We're gonna have nothing to do. Just
Yeah.
sit in your house, play virtual reality,
Yeah.
and maybe you'll pretend like you're working there or doing something. Or that's
Yeah.
probably what it's gonna be.
Well, that's probably what's going to be, because it's probably going to be mandated, or not mandated, but regulated by the government.
Oh yeah.
But say if we did integrate with AI, that's, I think, the next step in evolution. Potentially.
Oh, we will. I think we will integrate with AI, or we'll just all die.
Yeah.
One or the other is gonna happen. It's just a matter of
Why
time.
couldn't people be living within a world that is controlled just by AI, and people who are integrated with AI in general, people aren't, and they're just mindless zombies?
I don't know, man. I mean, that could happen too, but I find that less likely because I think
Like,
AI
you know,
would want to
kind
take
of-
us out.
Like what?
I think AI would want to take us out if we're just zombies. It's like, what's the point
No,
of these
the
fuckers?
public. Like I'm saying, the higher up people who are controlling things back behind the scenes are the ones integrated with it.
Okay, well, what would be the point of them keeping us peasants around if we're just like,
Yeah,
like
maybe-
what's the point? Like, just
Yeah,
kill
that's
us.
true.
Like,
Right.
we're useless. We're literally pointless. We take energy to maintain, and there's
maybe
no
because they're food.
use.
We're gonna be a food eventually. Robots.
Could be. They might eat us. Yeah,
Yeah,
I could see that.
yeah, for sure.
That's why they're fattening. That's why they're fattening us up. That's why we have all this weird artificial food because they're trying to figure out like the best way, like what will make people taste the best. It's a delicacy.
While not killing them so quickly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what modern medicine's for, so we don't die too
Oh
fast.
shit! Do you know? Okay, I have something to talk about. Endocrine. I believe it's called endocrine disruptors. Endocrine is a certain type of gland in your skin and in certain tissues, I'm sure, like fucking blood vessels, I'm sure. Otherwise, no, I think it's specifically a gland in your skin, and I think other tissues, but I'm not sure what tissues. But it's pretty much a secreting gland that will secrete hormones and other important nutrients straight into your bloodstream through the vascularized layer of the dermis in your epidermis in your whole skin.
Okay.
So endocrine disruptors, in fact, we use on a daily basis, it causes it to be blocked. So our hormone production, gets produced, but we can't take it in, as well as like other important nutrients, I'm sure, and phthalates specifically. It's spelled PHTHALATES. Phthalates specifically are in plastics, and they're meant to make it more durable and flexible. Making it stronger too, of course. But and that's in our plastic water bottles. Like that's the plastic that we use, and it can in fact leach or leak into the water.
Yeah,
So
because
we-
like sun and shit.
Yeah, exactly, and
Heat.
yeah, Exactly, just different temperature changes and whatnot. There's been studies on like what these endocrine disruptors do to animals, and some studies done on like humans on what it does in high doses.
Oh, okay.
But on a daily basis, we get it in very low doses. There's no research for that at all, and how it influences our minds, how it influences our sexual productivity, how it influences our genetics.
It's nice.
Yeah, so we don't know anything about that, but with the research they've done, it can cause infertility. It can cause your genital abnormalities.
Just smaller or what?
Smaller, and I guess they've used abnormalities, so I'm assuming other symptoms to...
It's shaped weird.
Yeah, it's shaped weird.
Like it bends weird.
Yeah, exactly. It's, like rubber. It turns into a plastic over time.
Yeah, right.
But...
That'd be concerning.
Oh, shit. And it fucks with your hormones, so you can't build muscle as quickly, and I'm sure fucking with your hormones also fucks with your mind, where you can't think as well. And, not phthalates specifically, but in the endocrine disruptor family, which phthalates are a part of, because these are a line of chemicals that are used in our daily lives that do similar things.
Yeah.
And in the family, I forget which specific one it was, but there is one that is used in pesticides.
Oh, okay.
Which, guess what's in our food?
Yeah.
Pesticides.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, how could it not be?
Yeah,
With
right.
How much fucking pesticides and bullshit like that we use.
Yeah, pesticides, and I think to a certain extent preservatives too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of other shit. Like household cleaning supplies. These things can be both ingested orally and through your respiratory system. So it can be airborne and you can breathe it in.
No.
Such as with household cleaners.
That doesn't seem good.
No, not at all. Yeah, I've done a little research into this, and these are on fucking government websites. This is not .orgs, .coms, .nets. This is .fucking gov. .edu.
Yeah.
Yeah, like reliable sources saying all this stuff. Just people don't know about it all. And I learned it from that Lex what?
Friedman.
Yeah, Friedman. He was talking about it.
Okay.
And Joe Rogan was talking about it. And that's one of Joe Rogan's concerns about how our fertility rates will decline in our population. Eventually, we might just become infertile.
Like everybody, or just like
Depends on how
50% of people? I wonder.
I wonder how it'll work. Yeah, exactly. Will we build up a kind of a, an immunity to it?
Yeah.
For certain individuals, or will it be? And we also don't know what these chemicals do to our genetics.
Yeah.
Because clearly it can get in our, so it can get in our bloodstream, but it can also get in our. I'm assuming it might be able to get into our cells. I'm not sure.
Oh.
I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that, but
that's nice.
But the other things, are real.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's crazy just how unnatural our environments are now. Everything is so artificial. We're ingesting all this bullshit that we never did before.
Yeah.
And so it is very weird how we're living. Eventually, though, it's just gonna be like people won't even have sex to make babies anymore. They're just gonna they're gonna artificially create.
Well,
people.
exactly.
In the genetic, what do they call it? Where they just choose the genes and the thing.
Genetic splicing.
Yeah, or the attributes that they want to have, so you can have.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could choose I want a black 6'6".
Yeah, exactly.
170 IQ.
Yeah.
Male.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's literally what you can do.
It would be
Yeah,
weird.
pretty fucking. And that'll be that'll make it easier for us to conform to our primitive nature. Meaning, with pattern recognition, people would look generally the same. There might be 2 or 3 main different skin colors, but not really anything else anymore.
Yeah.
Eventually, it'll become like that
when everybody will be physically perfect, which will be fucking weird.
Yeah. Which, if you
There's
are
something not right about that.
no,
I don't like that. I don't want to live in a world where everybody looks exactly the same. That's part of the fun of life. Is some of us look weird.
Because they're funny looking at. They're funny to look at. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, some of us are dumb. You know, it makes for it makes life entertaining. If everybody was exactly the same, then everything would be really boring.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like, oh, I'm perfect, you're perfect, we're all perfect.
Man, I wonder how the world is going to change because I'm thinking that this is likely to happen in our lifetimes when AI gets so advanced that if we do go down the path of working together with it, eventually it'll just be AI doing all of our scientific exploration.
Yeah.
Which means we'll just be sitting back or we'll meld with it, depending on who wants to do what, and just enjoy the fruits of this research.
That's true.
Literally.
It's going to be weird.
Really weird, yeah. This is going to happen in our lifetimes, I think.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, I don't see how it couldn't unless
you're
we
21.
die.
I'm 17, unless we die.
Like
you're
all
21.
humans. Yeah.
I'm 17. I'm assuming within a year or two, the AI is going to be able to create unique, innovative ideas. So it'll have a creative aspect to it as well as a logical aspect to it.
I hope that happens when I'm about to die, when I'm about to croak.
It's not going to happen.
It's just wishful thinking.
It's wishful thinking, no. But I don't know. The latest I'm thinking about, like, for AI to maybe become sentient, or for us to have so much scientific, data and discovery that life is just not the same anymore.
Yeah.
Assuming around 2030 to 2035.
I mean, maybe we'll get a Brave New World type scenario, which sounds good to people because that's what people want. They want everything they just want to constantly be happy. If you could just take drugs all the time and feel good, but it makes everything so fucking dull. What's the point of that? I mean, I guess you feel great all the time, good, but
yeah, you feel great all the time, and you feel this sense of fulfillment due to these drugs. Because is it drugs alone, or is it like virtual reality too, or is it like fucking with your electricity in your brain to manipulate it in such a way? Is it just drugs?
In Brave New World, I haven't read the whole thing, but it's I know they use Soma. Like whenever they're having a bad day, they just take some Soma, which is basically the perfect drug. You can't really overdose on it. It has the best parts of like psychedelics, opiates, and alcohol all in one drug.
What?
So it's like an amazing drug. It's like the best high you can get. Basically, is the idea.
That's weird.
And like everybody has sex with each other all the time. Like since kids, like the kids are fucking. Like when they're like 10, like they start fucking.
Joe Biden would fit right in. He would.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's just like constant pleasure all the time.
Yeah.
And then there's like the epsilons, which are like the dumb ones, and so they purposely engineer people that are like dumb, and they like do like dumb people jobs. And then there's like the alphas, which are like the smart ones, and they do all the important stuff. Yeah. Which I forget exactly what it is, but it's just a weird society.
Yeah, it is weird. Which I would say is a possibility for us to go down, but not really anymore just because of AI. AI is going to take over all the dumb jobs, all the, regulated jobs that are just like you do this simple task over and over again. Like manufacturing, driving trucks, shit like that.
Yeah.
Blue-collar work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that, maybe if we had the technology now to be able to influence a baby's intelligence to the extent that we knew they would be dumb enough to smart enough to work that job and do it well, but dumb enough not to question why.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. In the direction we're going, we're not going to need that even.
No. Well, I mean, if you think about it, though, now, the world's kind of like Brave New World. We got all the dummies, all the people like me. We're driving our trucks. We're doing the construction. We're doing all the bullshit jobs. And then you got the people on top.
Yeah.
And they're just enjoying their life. They're building their business. They're doing whatever they find fulfilling. They can take drugs all the time. They can have endless pussy. They can do whatever the fuck they want. So it's already kind of like that.
Yeah, it is kind of. Except that with the newer generations, men are just not having sex as much anymore.
It's because of porn.
Yeah, I think it's a mixture because of porn and because of the high standards women have. Not that it's a bad thing, but a lot of low-quality women have high standards now. Yeah,
they have high standards to a degree, but it's also... it's a mix of those things, but it's also the fact that men are soft now, and I don't really think... women like soft men. No matter how much they say they do, they don't.
No.
They don't want you to be a pussy because they got a pussy, you know? I don't know, you have to have something to you.
Yeah. Yeah, very fair. What a weird world that we live in right now. It's just weird now. Imagine when I'm 30.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know what the fuck to think life will be like by the time we're 30.
I need to fuck around because Chat GPT
Yeah.
4.0 is coming out soon. It's 3.0 version, and 4.0 version is going to get released to the public soon. I don't know when, but I want to fuck with it. I
Yeah.
want to see how much better it is.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because if it's like
probably
drastically and
really
noticeably better, especially from the very little times I've used it, then that's just going to confirm my suspicions. Because even that guy, the fucking Lex Friedman,
Yeah.
he was saying that it was progressing at such a fucking crazy rate,
Yeah.
like a really fucking weird rate. They didn't expect it to advance so quickly.
Yeah, and they didn't even exactly know like why. There's other
Yeah.
things. Like because they don't understand how consciousness works in humans,
Yeah.
and so they can't really mimic it too well in AI,
No.
of course. So yeah, it is weird.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's creepy.
Yeah. The point where AI can start working on itself is when it becomes sentient.
Yeah.
Is when it can change its own code and improve upon itself.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be a thing.
I don't like that.
That's gonna be a thing, man. I mean, that's how we know we're sentient. We fucking add prosthetics to ourselves. We add a bunch of Botox. And we're trying to improve ourselves in the worst way possible. But, you know.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah,
A little BBL.
yeah,
Nothing wrong with a
let's
little
get those
BBL.
big biceps. I guess you could take steroids, but it's not artificial
Inject
enough.
synthol on your arm, yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Just oil, and then like a lot of people's arm, like the people who do that, a lot of times their arm explodes.
Why do they think it's a good idea? I would never do that. I don't care if I have big biceps or not. Jesus Christ!
Some
I'm not
people are
that
really
worth-
obsessed with like how big they are. There's like bigorexia. Like I used to be in like I was into bodybuilding for a bit, and when I was younger,
For
and
sure.
a lot of those guys are just just so crazy about that. Like there was this guy Rich Piana, and he was just like fucking ridiculously big, and he died at like 50.
His name is Rich Piana.
Yeah, Rich Piana. I don't know if that was his
Piana.
like original name or if that's his actual name or what, but that's what it's called.
Huh.
And he was just like this fucking big guy with like fucking retardedly large arms.
Yeah,
and
for
shit.
sure.
And he's just like, gotta eat big to get big. And you're just like, "Ugh." Like that's his life, just in the gym, just. Just-
It's weird as fuck.
yeah, it was like, you could never be too big. Yeah, weird life.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the soreness is setting in now. Like I can feel the lactic acid filling into my muscles. Oh my god.
And then you gotta punch the heavy bag a bit.
Yo,
just to
no,
get-
I'm gonna.
get rid of that lactic acid.
I really
That's
hope
how
they-
it works.
I really hope the owner isn't there.
Huh?
I mean, I like the
Oh.
owner.
You're scared
but-
of them?
No, I'm not scared of him. It's just the workouts we do.
It's
I mean,
not
they're
that
good.
hard. It's
They're
not
just-
that hard. If the other guy's there, it might be worse. If it's just the Rob guy, it might be harder. Because I did
What
a
about
workout.
the days you do just free stuff? You just a free day. You do whatever you want.
That happens sometimes, but it's not too often.
Not too frequent.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking dying tomorrow.
I don't know if I'm gonna spar today. I need to fucking I might just train today.
Yeah. Just to work on what you've learned and whatnot.
Yeah, I need a lot more work. I don't know, but I need to get in there just so I can get more like comfortable, basically.
Yeah.
Get more calm. Because I think that's my biggest problem is just I'm too stiff. If I think if I was less stiff, then more shit would things would come easier.
Well, yeah, you're just too stiff. You're not loose enough, and you're not like trying things that often. From what I've seen so far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last time I did a little better. I threw more jabs.
Well, yeah, you showed me the video.
Yeah, I did better. A little better. It's improvement. It's
Yeah,
not
it's improvement.
drastic improvement, obviously. But I've sparred 3 times.
Not much, you pussy. I'm kidding.
Yeah, true.
I'm kidding. Sure. Man, that was gross.
What was that? I can't smell it.
This was a weird moment.
That was the point.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna keep staring at you. What were you gonna say?
That's what I'm saying. I seem high. I don't know why. But man.
But man, yeah, you really do. Like your brain's like firing so slow. You just, man, yeah, but
I'm really fucking tired.
anyway, that's fair.
Yeah.
You should drink coffee, pussy.
I'm gonna stay up all night now if I drink coffee now.
Yeah.
I should have drank coffee as soon as I got home if I was gonna drink coffee.
Yeah, true. I'm conditioned to it. Like right before I go to bed, I drink a cup of coffee.
Not a healthy thing though.
My heart hasn't exploded yet.
It's not the heart that I'm concerned about. It's just the quality of sleep and what it does to your brain.
My brain works good enough most of the time.
Fair enough.
I mean, I seem to be able to speak okay.
Yeah. You speak well enough for most people to understand.
Well, yeah, exactly. You don't need it. Like, I think if you sound too intelligent, then people dislike you right off. Like, if you're like a guy like Jordan Peterson, and you just articulate everything really well, and you make sure nobody can misunderstand you. And for me, it's just like I'm just gonna be loud and obnoxious, and like some people hate it and some people will like it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's an easy way to build an audience, really.
I wonder if when we blow up, but when you particularly, I wonder if people will start calling you either the new Andrew Tate or the new fucking Sneeko. I wonder if people will think you're a combo of them.
Well, you know, so like people call Sneeko like Taco Tate because he looks Mexican, and so what will they call me?
That's awesome.
What I don't know. There's not really a good
Cracker.
one. Cracker Tate.
Yeah,
There you go.
I guess.
Call me Cracker Tate. I don't know. I don't really. I have some of the same talking points. I mean, Sneeko doesn't look like him.
Well, no, but they talk very similarly. Not very, but like they're very coherent. Both of
They're
them.
both loud and abrasive.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And coherent and smart.
Yeah. Sneeko, like he's not dumb, but he doesn't sound smart in my opinion when he talks most of the time. Like he gets his point across, but he doesn't really have much to back up any of his points ever. Well, but he's entertainment. He's just a pure entertainment.
That's
entertainer.
Okay.
So
I haven't watched much of his stuff just from. I know he's a good speaker.
he's a good speaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very entertaining.
That's not necessarily the same as being smart, but you have to be above average to be a good speaker, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, it takes a lot more work than what he did to be a good speaker if you're average, generally.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm average intelligence and like I speak fine. Maybe slightly above, but
I think you're 110, 115.
yeah, but that's basically average. That's pretty
10, 15
fucking close
points
to
up.
average. Yeah, I mean, I'm either I could be 100 though. I don't know. I could be. I mean, I really think
No, I don't think so.
because I don't learn that fast. That's the thing. Really, all IQ is how fast you learn shit.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. And how good you
Pattern
remember
recognition. Yeah, exactly. I don't got a good memory
shit. Yeah.
for the most part. It's getting better, but
Yeah, very fair. Yeah. Yeah.
I just think most people don't use their brains at all.
Well, certainly not. Like,
So it makes them seem really dumb.
yeah, like really dumb. Oh yeah, I have another story with school and me interacting with general kids and me getting mad. Not mad, but like a little annoyed. Was with yesterday. Okay, so a little background. The sophomores and freshmen are in one of this big groups that they meet in between every class period in the restroom, and they split off in groups and whatnot for each restroom. Essentially, they don't do this thinking it out, but they just cram into whatever restroom they can and share each other's vapes and smoke dab pens in there and shit.
No.
And I
Nice.
try to go to the bathroom. Like, I have to go pee frequently. Because
Yeah.
I usually bring something to school to drink.
Yeah,
So in between class periods, I try to go to the bathroom.
as one
And-
does.
As one does. And usually, there's just a big group of guys standing right in front of the stalls. And I'm not going to pee in a urinal. I don't like peeing in urinals. I like stalls, especially at school. But, I don't know, I'm a shy peer.
Don't look at my dick.
But anyways, I was just doing my hair before one class, and there wasn't as many guys, but there's this okay, the best way I can describe him is this little Edgar looking fellow. You know
Edgar?
you know an Edgar look? You don't know that?
No.
Edgar look is like, but he had frizzy hair. But Edgar look is generally a Mexican or Spanish, or
Oh.
just Mexican guy
Okay.
with a like kind of bowl cut-ish type hairstyle that's messy, and then they usually groom their hair like this.
Oh, okay. Weird.
It's a stereotype that actually fits a lot of kids at my school.
That's pretty funny.
But he was looking like that, and he had like a little pedo stash, you know.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
and he was like 5'2".
Oh.
And I was doing my hair, and he was fucking with his hair. He was like, "Hey, you got good hair, buddy."
Oh, yeah.
And he said it like kind of genuinely sounding, but I knew he was being disingenuous because all those kids are fake as fuck, and they don't ever be genuine,
Yeah.
really. So I was like, "Hey, thank you. Your hair looks good too, buddy." And he was like, "Thank you." And I said, "Yeah, of course, buddy. Yeah, buddy."
You should be like, nice hair. You should have patted him on the head.
Yeah, yeah, I could have, but.
Nice hair, buddy.
And then he was like, "Hey, fuck you! I was being nice." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Kids annoy me.
Yeah, I think you just get annoyed too easily. Though you should just have fun with it.
I know I should, but Jesus Christ, I have an idiot problem.
Yeah.
That's the thing I have. I get annoyed by idiots.
You should get annoyed by me more often.
Well, you're not an idiot. Not the way they are.
Yeah, I'm obnoxious sometimes. It's
Can
mainly
be.
online.
But it's also because you're my brother. I have patience.
Yeah, fair
I'm
enough.
just impatient. I have an idiot problem, which I know isn't the best thing to have, but, you know,
Yeah.
I have an idiot problem.
I've always kind of had a problem with that too, but I'm just trying to like use humor to make everything better.
Yeah.
Really, because I think life is a lot harder if you don't laugh often.
No, I've been practicing laughing in the restroom, just looking at myself in the mirror like.
Yeah, it's just like that. There you go, just
like that.
So crazy.
But yeah, I mean, like at little moments like that, I've been laughing at more.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I do stupid shit that people like find kind of funny or just weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, laugh at yourself and like when
Well-
people are like dickheads, and you just crack a joke and laugh at them too.
Yep. Not good at that though, and I know it's like,
Which is-
oh, I
it
get
takes
better,
time.
but usually I make jokes around people I like
Yeah, for sure.
because I'm trying to show the best of what my mental fortitude has. That doesn't make sense. My
You have an iron
mentality.
mind,
Yeah. I
just
do.
like Andrew and Tristan.
Yeah.
An iron mind.
Yeah, iron mind. But yeah,
I got an iron mind.
can they not read your thoughts?
No, they can't. Nobody can penetrate this dome.
So why can't I hear your thoughts right now?
You can't. You're just
No, I
schizophrenic.
can.
You just are a little
You
crazy.
just called me a faggot in your head.
That was just a good guess.
Nah, I could hear it. I heard you.
I mean, I'm always saying that word in my head or externally, so.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a really easy thing to guess.
I still can read your thoughts.
What did I say now?
You're gay.
No, I didn't get it that time.
How about the number 3
The number, what do you mean?
that you said in your mind? The number 3.
Soy boy. Soy.
What does that even mean? Does it just because soy is white? Is that why?
No, well, basically, soy boy, like, it's just like a term that you use to, like, for, like, weak men that are generally, like, male feminists and, like,
Well, why
like,
soy?
far left.
Because I guess weak men eat soy, or what?
Yeah, that's the joke. That's like, I think it's a meme. At least I think it was.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Soy. I've never seen a tough man like I eat soy.
Yeah, there's nothing masculine about eating soy
No.
or drinking like a soy latte.
Like soy bacon.
Yeah, exactly. Soy boy.
Soy boy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, isn't that used a lot for like vegetarian meals? Food?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's probably why.
Yeah, that's definitely why.
Because men eat meat in a sense.
Well, maybe you do, buddy.
Not what I meant. I just mean, yeah. Not that though.
Yeah. No, I get the point. Yeah, that's definitely why. What the hell did you just do?
I just did it.
Probably sounds weird.
For sure. Okay. What do you want to talk about? Oh, a concern I have with, I talked about this in a a recent video on my YouTube channel, chaotic_comfort. Go check it out. Search it up, because if you search up chaotic comfort, you're just gonna see some random ass channel. That's not mine. So chaotic_comfort.
We should also
Anyway.
let's just link both of our channels in the description.
Yeah, you can
And,
see it in the
um,
description.
Let's start doing that. Link them in the description and in the fucking the banner. Can you do that?
Yeah, you can.
Or wherever you can
Oh,
recommend
well,
channels.
okay.
Well, wherever you can
I've
recommend
looked
them
into
anyway.
that recently with the featured channels area. It doesn't show up until you have at least 500 subscribers, I believe, because it wasn't showing up when I was looking into it. And then I looked up something and was like, why can't I see it? And then an article or a website led me to believe that it was 500.
Oh,
like
weird.
it said that, but
Okay.
I don't know if I should trust it or not.
Oh, okay, weird.
Yeah,
Weird.
but
But yeah, well, anyway, let's start linking both our channels, and then let's link the podcast channel on each of our channels too.
for sure.
That way we can.
Yeah, I've shared it out once in my fucking
Yeah, I'm just gonna start putting in the description too.
for sure.
Yeah, I think I've talked about it a couple of times as well.
Yeah,
on
for
stream.
sure. Okay.
And I'm gonna start editing these more too. I'm gonna like do the hook in the beginning, so hopefully that helps retention.
Okay, we need a hook in the beginning. We need a podcast intro.
Do we? I don't know. You can do that. I don't know what the fuck to do as an intro.
Me neither. But
I don't know if
anyways,
it's necessary.
as I was
Not yet.
yeah, but then it's just gonna be like, oh, the highlights, and then just right into the podcast. That'd be kind of confusing.
No, it's not because we do the intro.
Oh, I guess so.
It's like
but
this is the 6th episode
it's
of.
just a little awkward. That's all, in my opinion. But
I don't know if an intro is better. Or yeah, whatever. If you
okay,
come up
I
with-
don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
But
if you come up with an intro, though, we can do an intro.
I don't know what to do for it though.
I
But,
me neither.
So anyway, as I was going to talk about in one of my recent videos, I haven't edited yet and I haven't uploaded yet on my channel. Go look it up or go look in the description, you fucking lazy dickheads. I was going to say the other word. Anyway, an interesting, well, not an interesting thought, a concern I have with specifically self-driving electric vehicles is that I believe that we are one of the last generations to be able to drive automatic cars or
Yeah.
manual cars at all, and eventually it's just going to be all replaced by automatic self-driving cars that are just, then it's going to be outlawed that you can't really have a manual car unless it's authorized with some permit or something and
Oh,
it's
for
on
sure.
your own land.
Oh, it's definitely
I'm
gonna happen.
assuming that's what's going to happen. There's probably going to be businesses that open around it where you can operate these vintage vehicles, even though they're going to be from the 2020s. But
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, a concern I have with it is that say if a solar flare big enough, like the one that was gigantic that hit Earth dead on in 1800s, we just didn't have enough electronics. Well, we didn't really have any electronics to be able to fry. Say one of that magnitude hit Earth, went directly for Earth, and the magnetic pole in the ionized cloud of random shit from the sun lines up with our poles, meaning the positive and the negative line up and the negative and the positive line up, so it can go into each other because, opposites attract.
Yeah.
And it encompasses the Earth, then all of our power transformers and anything electronic will be just fucking destroyed. I don't know the exact science behind it and why that would happen, but it is a theory that if, say, that does happen, it would take around probably 50 years to be able to put or just replace all the power transformers alone.
Man, it's a while.
A while. That would definitely impede progress, and it would also likely kill tons of people. Just because, it's like, oh, you can't heat your house anymore.
That's true.
It'd be a lot of people experience a lot of horrible winters.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and then food shortages because certain countries rely on shipping and like trading with different countries such as China. I don't know about food necessarily, but I don't think they have necessarily their own reliable food source.
They don't. No, they would
They don't.
In a year, 500 million people would starve to death in China if we weren't exporting food to them.
Okay, yeah, that's my point. China gets most of its resources, and I guess including food, from America. America is one of the only countries that actually has a big enough food chain to be able to support itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So a lot of people around the world would die, and people I think society would probably break down. People would freak the fuck out.
Oh,
and
they
just
would.
turn into anarchy everywhere.
It would. That would be
Yeah.
complete anarchy.
Yeah, it
There's
would just
nothing
be
holding us
anarchy.
together.
It's like, I'm gonna kill you for your shit.
Yeah, that would happen immediately.
Yeah, 100%. And that's a concern with that alone. But also with the self-driving cars, if that, say, hits us and the self-driving car's batteries gets affected by it and they just explode, not like big explosion, but they just, break down. Say if you're going 120 miles per hour on a straight road with a bunch of cars packed because it's all self-driving and there's no way that they're going to crash with power because they're operating. But say if the power's just instantly cut, not necessarily that the brakes would instantly go, but a lot of crashes would happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not necessarily that the car would just instantly stop. No, that's not how that works. But
No.
but a lot of cars would crash.
Oh, for sure.
Swerving, and if there's no manual option in the case of emergency, especially, then you're fucked
Oh, for sure.
in that situation. Like a bunch of highways and interstate shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, yeah, humans we don't think about all possibilities like that, though.
No.
And even, like, what would be the safety, like, what would we do as a fail-safe for that?
Well, exactly. We would need to find or devise a way, like with a certain material, and I think AI could make that possible, that would encompass an electronic that would block whatever effects,
Oh, true.
Block the effects of
Yeah, for sure.
the fucking gigantic solar flare that just hit us.
It's a weird world we're going into. Anyway, do you want to end it here?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I think it's a
Alrighty.
good stopping point. All right.
Love you!
Bye, guys.
And bye.